In this video, I'll be talking about arrays in C++. In my previous video, I covered the basics, so you should watch that before coming to this. So first, let's talk about what an array is. So an array is a collection of different elements of one single data type. So an array of integers will only have integers. So if I have an array of integers which is numbers, it will have different integers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An array of float values will only have float values, while an array of characters will only have characters. So how do we declare an array? So we write, if I want an array of integers, I'll write int, then the name of the array, which is numbers, and then the size of the array, which is 5. You write the size of the array over here. And then you can either add the values later or you can add the values right now by using curly brackets and assigning the values 5. As the size is 5, I will only add 5 values. What you can also do is you can not give it any size and let the array decide the size for itself. It will see 5 values and it will know that the size of the array is 5. So this is our array numbers. So how do we access values? The values of arrays are accessed using indexes. So we have something known as an index. So an index of an array starts from 0. So here 1 has the index of 0, 2 has the index 1, 3 is 2, 4 is 3, and 5 is 4. So if I want the first element, I will do numbers 0. This will give me the first element of the array. So let's test this. We get 1. If I want the second element, I will get 2, and so on. Next, let's look at how to output all the values in an array. That can be done using a for loop. So right now our size of array is 5. So I have to run the loop 5 times. We will start from 0 because the index starts from 0. I needs to be less than size, less than 5. Why? Because if the elements are 5, the index will go to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I plus plus. Then I will see out numbers and then I. Why I? Because I need to output the values according to the variable I. It will start from 0, so first it will output at index 0, then it will go to 1, then go to 2, 3, 4. And I want them to be done on separate lines, so let's run this. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the values of the array have been output. Let's change these values to see if it's correct. Now we have 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. So this is how you output all the values of an array. Next, let's talk about updating a value. So if I want my second value to be 2000, how am I going to do that? So I'm going to take numbers. 200 is on index 1, and then I'm going to change it to 2000. And then I'm going to print the array again to see if it has been changed. First I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and after that I have 100, 2000, 300, 400, and 500. So that is how you update an element in an array. Next, let's take an array, integer, user values of size 5. Now I want to take user input and then assign those values here in the array. So for that I'm going to need a for loop. It will start from 0 and it will be less than 5 because the total elements are 5. So in this loop I will ask for the user's input. Enter your value. Let's not do this here. Then I will take a variable user input. Let's take this outside the loop so it's not defined every time. So I'll do cin user input. Then I will assign this value, user values I will be equal to user input. Why I? Because when the user will give me the first value, I would want it assigned at the first index, then second, third, and fourth, and fifth, so on. And after that, we will print the array. Okay, so let's run this. Let me remove all of this. Wait. So enter your value. Let's do 500, then 700, 300, 20,000, and 50. And now these are the values of our array: 500, 700, 300, 20,000, and 50 in the exact order. 500 was entered first, so 500 is the first value, then 7, 3, 2, 5, so on. So these were just some basic concepts of arrays. You need to know how to update a value, how to loop through an array, how to take user inputs and then add those values in an array, and the concept of indexing, that it starts from 0 and then goes to the size of the array -1. Another useful thing in array is that if you want the size of an array, you can use this formula, size of what's the name of the array? User values divided by size of user values index 0. And then if you see out the size, oh, let me just remove all of this. Here you will get 5 because the value of the array is 5. So when you're using this formula, you can get the size of any array if you're not sure about its length. So this was just the basics of arrays, some main codes, some main concepts, and in the next video we'll start with linked lists.